Hello class. Today I'm going to tell you about nested loop because uh, loop was going on in last video, and in last video I had I had told you a program. I think a program of um, reverse number, okay, using loop. Today I'm going to tell you about nested loop, okay. As you all know, nested, what is the concept of nested? The basic concept of nesting means to uh, design something within something. What is this concept? Something within something means if you have a body and you again design a body within that body, then that is called nested body. Same thing for the nested loop. What is loop? Nested loop. Loop within loop. Mind this point. Loop within loop. Loop within loop means nested loop. And if we are saying, as we all know, that there are three kinds of loop: while loop, do while loop, and for loop. So we can say there are three types of nesting: nested while, nested do while, and nested for. Okay, so all these three kind of nesting technique we will see in this video. How? Okay, come to the point what we are going to study. Okay, this is what we are going to study: nested loop. Okay, nested loop means loop within loop, nested loop. And there are three kind of nesting technique because we have three types of loop. The first one is nested while. Okay, we will see the nested while. You all know the syntax of nested while. So using that syntax I have designed this. The first, let me set in the frame. This is the nested while. Okay, in this nested while you can see uh, just I have written the syntax: initialization, while, condition, and this is the body, close. And within this body, you can see here, within this body there is increment decrement. Okay, as you all know that this is the syntax of a while loop. And in this body again I have designed a loop. It means while loop. Here you can see this is while loop, and within this body again I have designed a while loop. So we can see here while within while, while within while. This concept is known as nested while. Okay, while within while means nested while. Clear hai? Okay. uh, how can we what is the procedure of this nesting technique? Let me tell you that the procedure of nesting technique is that, like, first initialization will execute. After that this condition will check. If this condition is true, then this body is called outer body. Let me write that. What is that? Outer body. Outer body. And this second one is inner body. Same thing for the other three. Okay, this is outer body. If the condition is true, the outer body will execute. It means control will come inside the outer body. Outer body will execute again. It will come to the initialization, second initialization. Here you can see second initialization, and again it will check the second condition. If, as you all know, if condition of loop is true, then the body will execute. If this condition is true, then this inner body will execute. Here you have seen the outer body is executing, and inside the outer body inner body will also execute. Okay, inner body will execute. Okay, and after executing the inner body, it will come to the increment decrement of inner body. If this after increment decrement, again the condition of inner loop will be checked. Why this condition will be checked? Why not this? Because the inner body is executing. That's why inner condition will be checked. Okay, which the body that will execute, that condition will be checked. Okay, in repetition. Okay, because this body is executing, that's why this condition will be checked. After repeating all the statement, if the condition is checked, if the condition is true, again the body will execute again condition will be checked, then body will execute. Next time condition will be checked, body will execute, condition will be checked, body will execute. How many time it will execute? While the condition is true. If condition is false, then it will jump from the inner body to the outer body. And in outer body you can see here the increment decrement is written, and this increment decrement is written in the outer body. That's why outer condition will be checked next time. Outer condition, if the again outer condition is true, then outer body will execute, and in outer body it will come to the inner body, inner body, inner body, inner body, then outer body, and repeat. Inner body, repeat, repeat, and repeat. It will go so on. How many times it will execute? Till the outer body true. Okay, if the outer body is true, then it will go to the inner body, repeat, 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 repeat till the inner body is true, and it will repeat while the outer body is true. Okay, and same thing for the, here you can see, same thing for the nested do while. Okay, in nested do while you can see same thing. The initialization is first line is the initialization, and after initialization it will come in the outer body, and in outer body it will execute, and it will go inside the into the inner body. Inner body execute, it will check the condition. Inner body is checking the condition. Okay, and if condition is true, inner body will repeat again. Okay, again inner condition is true, inner body will repeat, and inner condition is true, inner body repeat. Okay, if inner condition is false, outer body execute, and outer body increment decrement, and outer condition is checked. Okay, if outer condition is true, then outer body will repeat. Okay, and same procedure will continue. Okay, and same thing is for the for loop, nested for loop. But here is the very simple concept. All the three lines of loop, it means initialization, condition, and increment decrement, has been written in the same line. Okay, that's why it will be very easy to understand it, and it will be also very easy to write and program it. Okay, and same, but the procedure will be same as we have seen in the while and nested while. First initialization will be performed. After that condition will be checked. If condition is true, then the outer body will execute, and in outer body, as you see, the inner body is there, then inner condition is performed, then inner condition is checked. Inner initialization will be performed, inner condition is checked, inner condition is true, then inner body will execute, and after inner body executing, then it will go to the inner increment decrement, and after inner increment decrement, it will come to the inner condition, and it will repeat continuously. Condition, body, increment decrement, condition, body, increment decrement, condition, body, increment decrement. Okay, it will execute till this condition is true, while this condition is true. Okay, and after that, after the executing the inner body, it will come to the outer body, and outer body will go to the control will go to the again increment decrement, outer increment decrement, and after outer increment decrement, it will go to the condition. Okay, and if again condition is true, then outer body will execute. Whenever the outer body will execute, it will go to the inner body if the condition satisfies. Okay, This is very simple, and you all know this thing because in previous classes you have already seen all these 3 points. Okay, that's why I'm going very fastly, and I'm going to the next uh, topic. I'm just telling you the example how this will work. Okay, this is your example that I'm going to tell you. Okay, this is the point. Just I have to draw a table from 1 to 10 using nested while. If you will able to understand nested while, you can easily do nested do while as well as your nested for. Okay, the first line and the PSVM, and you all know all these 3 lines. Here I'm not going to use the explicit input. That's why I am not written the first line, import package. I have not written there because I'm not going to use the scanner class. Okay, and after that I'm writing here n. Suppose I'm using I and j. There are 2 variables to for nesting performance, and I have to draw a table from 1. So I is equal to 1, and while I less than equal to 10. Okay, while I less than equal to 10, जब तक I 10 से छोटा है तब तक मैं क्या करूँगा, तब इस 1 को 1 से 10 तक मल्टीप्लाई करूँगा. ओके, तो 1 से 10 तक मल्टीप्लाई करने के लिए फिर एक लूप चलाना पड़ेगा. j इज इक्वल टू 1 एंड वाइल j इज़ लेस देन इक्वल टू 10. यानी कि ये 1 जो है, ये आउटर वाला है, ये हमें नंबर प्रोवाइड कराएगा. पहली बार उसने 1 दिया, अब जो 1 दिया तो ये 1 का टेबल बनाएगा. 1 का टेबल कैसे बनाएगा, आई मतलब मेरा नंबर मल्टीप्लाई बाय जे मतलब उसका इज़ जो हम लोग बोलते हैं, इट मीन्स 1 इज़ अ 1 1 ओके, 1 1 एंड इसको स्टोर करने के लिए मैंने एक टी वेरिएबल ले लिया. ओके, टी इज़ इक्वल टू दिस. इट मीन्स 1 का ये टेबल बनाएगा, टी में स्टोर करेगा और फिर तुरंत उसे प्रिंट करा देते हैं. प्रिंटिंग का ध्यान देना, प्रिंटिंग कराने के लिए मैं इस्तेमाल कर रहा हूँ SOP, LN नहीं. अगर LN लगाएंगे तो वो लाइन बाय लाइन प्रिंट करने लगेगा, और एक बार मेरी लाइन नीचे चली जाएगी तो हम ऊपर नहीं आ सकते. इसलिए मैं SOP लगा रहा हूँ ताकि वो लाइन चेंज ना करे. ठीक है, और उसके बाद मैंने टी को प्रिंट कराया. ठीक है, टी में हमारा मल्टीप्लिकेशन है, और टी को प्रिंट करने के बाद प्लस इन्वर्टेड कॉमा, ध्यान देना, इन्वर्टेड कॉमा लगा करके हम यहाँ पे स्लैश टी लगाते हैं. ये मैंने बताया है स्लैश टी. ठीक है, स्किप सीक्वेंस स्लैश टी लगा दिया. ये क्या करेगा, मैं लॉजिक बता दूँ. 1 यहाँ प्रिंट करेगा, 2 यहाँ प्रिंट करेगा, 3 यहाँ, यानी एक गैप देगा. एक बड़ा सा गैप देने के लिए स्लैश टी लगाते हैं. यहाँ स्लैश एन लगाते तो लाइन चेंज कर देता, लेकिन हमें गैप देना है. हॉरिजॉन्टली हम लोग प्रिंट करा रहे हैं. और उसके बाद अगला 1 1 हो गया, तो उसके बाद 1 2 तो अगले नंबर पे जाने के लिए जे प्लस प्लस. ठीक है, ये 2 इज़ अप्लाई करेगा, फिर 3 इज़ 4 इज़ ओके, एंड देन ये हमारा इनर बॉडी हो गया. और उसके बाद जब एक इनर बॉडी हमारे 1 के टेबल को कंप्लीट कर देगा, उसके बाद 2 का टेबल बनाना है. तो 2 का टेबल बनाने के लिए अपने नंबर को इंक्रीज़ कर लेते हैं. आई को इंक्रीज़ कर देंगे तो 2 हो जाएगा आई में जब 2 होगा तो ये 2 का टेबल बनाने लगेगा. ठीक है, और उसके बाद एक बार जब ये टेबल कैसे बना रहा है, ये टेबल हॉरिजॉन्टल बना रहा है. 1 2 3 4 5 2 4 6 ऐसे बनाएगा. तो एक बार एक लाइन में जब एक टेबल आ जाएगा, उसके बाद लाइन को बदलना है. तो लाइन को बदलने के लिए SOPLN ब्लैंक, बस ये ब्लैंक SOPLN लिख दोगे तो एक टेबल ऐसे हॉरिजॉन्टली एक टेबल प्रिंट करेगा, उसके बाद लाइन को चेंज कर देगा. ठीक है, क्योंकि ये पूरा जो बॉडी है, ये वाली बॉडी लाइन टेबल बनाएगा, उसके बाद अगला नंबर लेगा और लाइन को चेंज करेगा, और फिर आउटर बॉडी को हम बंद कर देंगे. ये रहा मेरा आउटर बॉडी. ठीक है, और उसके बाद जनरली पता ही है क्या करना है, मेन क्लोज क्लास क्लोज. ठीक है, ओके, ये एक सिंपल सा एग्जांपल है. वाइल, नेस्टेड वाइल का इस्तेमाल मैंने किया है. और मैं यहाँ लिख भी दे रहा हूँ क्या करना है, डू दिस यूजिंग नेस्टेड डू व्हाइल एंड फॉर। ओके, नेस्टेड डू व्हाइल और फॉर से इसे तुम लोग फिर से परफॉर्म करो। ठीक है, ट्राई करो, और भी नेस्टिंग के क्वेश्चंस बुक में है, उसे ट्राई करो, डाउट हो तो मुझसे पूछ सकते हो। ओके, थैंक यू।